rivalry of K-Town.
It's intense.
That just gets us going.
It's a heated battle on the court.
Definitely.
Some say it's because Ramstein High School stole K-Town's All-Stars.
I know that when Ramstein became a school, all of our good athletes went over there. That's what I've been told.
Others think it's because they're so close.
Basically because we're in the same area, so we're the two kind of biggest schools in Region 1 or 2, so it's the biggest competition between us two.
But nobody knows for sure, and the K-Town Raiders and Ramstein Royals rivalry isn't taken lightly.
It's it was a plaything at first, and then it got serious. And then the teams are actually good, and they're like, oh, we can turn something into this.
From the colors they're allowed to wear.
Before we have practice stuff, we used to, they wear their own stuff, and if they wore blue in my gym, it wasn't okay.
Yeah, that's just a no-no.
2 exercise drills.
And also over at K-Town, when they run a suicide, it's not called a suicide, it's called a royal.
Even Coach Hollenbeck, who used to coach at Baumholder High School and moved to Ramstein last year, is taking some heat from Coach Sullivan, who's been coaching at K-Town for over a decade.
When you found out that you were coming to coach for Ramstein, what did he say about that?
He said we're no longer friends.
That's right, 12 years of friendship is in jeopardy because Coach Hollenbeck moved to the so-called Evil Empire.
As I said to him when he got the job, I always wish him well, but I hope Ramstein loses every time.
And I think that goes from August until February 25th, and then we'll be friends again.
Come to think of it, this could be one of those intense, dramatic action sports movies. All right, Hollywood could probably make a better trailer than I can, but you get the point. Although the rivalry is intense, everyone seems to agree that it's a good thing.
We don't get a whole lot of, that stateside feeling over here, and so it's nice to have that atmosphere and that climate.
We try to ingrain them that it's a friendly rivalry, but it's one that we take very seriously.
It's kind of oh, we want to beat them, but it's more as in we know that they're good competitors and we're good competitors.
There's talent on both of our teams, and it's nice to see a team that's actually competitive and can hustle with us.
And when it comes time for the championships,
it's time to have the battle.
Best team's gonna win. It'll be a dogfight, it'll be a show.
I don't think it's over with this rivalry. I think it's just beginning.
The DGF Admirals boys basketball team strode all season to maintain a perfect record, and so far their efforts have paid off.
We're 33-0 against all Department of Defense schools. We won the past 3 European championships, so 33-0 winning streak.
One player, senior Sean Morley, couldn't help his team on the court, but continues to support his team any way possible.
It's really depressing for me because during the Gibraltar game, someone pushed me. And then it kind of hurt the team a little bit, but it shouldn't stop all the other players. What I do in practice, I mostly help the team, help them cheer every day, and when we have games. He is brokenhearted, but he could have ducked his head and it could have been too painful, but instead he comes out, he cheers on his teammates, he gives them pointers, he's filling up the water bottles during the games now. He does all the little things that you would ask for, and that's why before the injury he was a team leader. And even more so now, he's a team leader, leads by example, and just one of the best all-around kids that we've had in a long time.
To maintain their record, it took teamwork and sacrifice, and everyone had to do their part.
Being on the team is a lot of hard work, but it totally pays off. It's totally worth it. I love the guys on the team. We've built a great chemistry. I know a lot of the guys are new to the team or young on the team, but we've really bonded together pretty well. And the practices are tough. It's a lot of work, but it totally pays off.
Every day we come in after school for about 2 hours and practice. We run through
You know, the first part of the season, first few weeks, we run through mostly fundamental things, and then in preparation for our tournaments in England and the European Championships, we start to develop team organization, plays, team defense, things like that. It starts with intensity in practice. As coaches, we're the front runners as examples for the kids. So if we come in and we're slacking, we're lazy, then our players will also play lazy and come out lazy. But Coach Anderson and I both bring a lot of intensity, a lot of knowledge to the game, and it translates against our opponents. We've also been lucky to have really talented players the past few years, but you can't just roll the ball out there and expect them to play. We have to definitely coach them and keep the work ethic and the excellence, you know, throughout the season.
With another game added to their winning streak, the Admirals are ready for the championship.
Getting them to buy into the system, you know, it's not one person makes a team. It's a group effort. Whether you're coming off the bench or you're starting, you have to believe in something that is greater than yourself. And I do believe that the students at DGF believe in that. You know, the Admirals, the basketball team, the whole athletics department. We cheer for the girls. They cheer for us. We believe in a greater, bigger thing than yourself.
Petty Officer Andrew Smith, Rota, Spain.
Craig Lord signed on as the head coach for the Naples High School boys basketball team, but when it comes to helping his players excel, he goes beyond the game.
He wants to grow them into being part of something which he feels will spill into the classroom, into the school, into our community.
Just by supporting us, you know, his support and like a lot of stuff we do when we have suggestions and anything else, you know, problems off and on the court, you know, he's kind of there like a listen, kind of like a father figure to us. So he cares about the game. He really cares about us playing it right. So it makes me want to come out here and do everything that I can to make sure I get everything down and play the game how it should be.
His attitude rubs off on us. He expects a lot of intensity, so that's what we come with on the court. But at the same time, we're not like out of control, we're under control. We know what we're doing. We'll mess up a couple times, we'll start off slow, but then he'll be like, come on guys, I know you can do better than that, and I know y'all game. So just him telling us that and just letting us know that we can play better, it actually kind of drives us to be better.
And then that's my opportunity to tell these kids, look, with the same energy that you've put into becoming a better basketball player, a better team, you can accomplish anything you want in life with that same kind of energy. You just focus that energy on what you want to do, be it basketball or be it something else. They are going to remember that. We don't do things just to do them, we do things because they make us better. Same thing in practice. We do drills, we learn things, we learn plays, defenses, whatever it is, because that's going to make us better.
Through his coaching, Coach Lord teaches that being a good basketball player goes further than the physical training.
They learn that through hard work, really hard work, through running, through, you know, exertions of the soul and the heart, of striving to be the absolute best.
One player takes inspiration from Lord's example.
It really shows us how to like handle ourselves in like situations, you know, instead of us losing our head, you know, he shows us how we should be. And that kind of carries over into life. You know, you're always going to deal with people that might upset you or things that upset you, and Coach really handles himself well in that aspect.
Coach Lord tells his athletes that winning isn't everything.
Athletes judge success by a win, but as a coach, I don't judge them that way, because it's the hard work they put into it and the growth that I see in them as players, as kids who stretch to do their very best. I think my job as a coach is to bring out everything that's in them. And I'm not satisfied unless I do it. Hopefully the hard work will make a win, because that's what they judge it by. But as a coach, I judge their success by how much they put into it. And when at the end of a game I can look at my team and I can say, they gave everything they had. And that's what those kids are going to take from our basketball program when they leave the program and they go on into life. That's what they're going to remember, because they're going to remember that they had a coach who pushed them to the edge of everything they could give.
Seema Nicole Vandergren, Naples, Italy.